Hey, what is up, everybody? It's Business Pig, and welcome back to home. Last episode, we ended finally making it to my house, and unfortunately finding the body of my dead wife. I couldn't leave, not until I had thought about this some more. I needed answers. Okay, so before we leave, do need to explore the house a bit more. There will be no more dinners here, no more chit-chat over breakfast. At least not for us. Must have locked the door. Couldn't go back down, not until I'd gone over everything. I needed to make sure I was perfectly clear. I don't know how much more there is in this house to explore. Oh, there's a safe. My office safe sat on the floor. I used to keep tax records and other documents in it. Digital passcode, but I didn't have the code. How do you not know the code? Leaf through the notebook I'd taken from the forest. In it were the names that had been written down. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, Rachel. Recalled the names I saw scratched out on that old desk deep within those musty tunnels. I thought it said nasty tunnels. Is the man in that house really up to something? He could be. Still think the man is you, but I don't know. I don't know if that theory is really panning out right now or not. Alright, we're back in here. From now on, have no one to get angry with me for stupid things like buying this TV. Only went a nice place. Go upstairs. In the few broken pieces that remained of that mirror, I could see my face had grown pale and weak. I couldn't bear to look again. It's like I didn't actually expect a reflection. I felt empty and drained. Was the key card I found in the factory and the one that allowed me to slip through that door? It seemed to me that it was probably Norman's. But if that was true, what was he doing back at the plant? Did I think Norman was going back to the factory? Could he have been? Yes. For now, we're going to suspect Norman, because he may be dead, but he's still suspicious. Must have been using the old locker room. The laptop was dead, but I found some notes and loose paper in the drawer where I had found the key. There was a yellow sticky note with an 8-digit code on it. 4R3VH... ER3, did I take it? Yeah, always take the code. Always take the code. Any game. Code looked like it might be for the safe. What kind of phrase was that? I don't know. You're the one that wrote it, dude. You need to be asking yourself these questions. What's in here? Bathroom. Reflection in that grimy glass is only a shadow. A whisper. Still love the old time charm of that clawfoot bathtub. Hey. I'm not allowed to yawn in the middle of a video. I'm not supposed to be tired at all. That's not allowed. I don't know what's going on here. But who had killed him? Only time will tell. But I'm pretty sure you did. No matter what, I needed some kind of escape. Nothing else in here, it looks like. Alright, so I have the code now. I can go back down to the safe. Was it over here? There it is. Code I found should have... Whoa. I just had like a first time dyslexia kick in. The code I found should have let me access the safe. Did I try to open it? Yes. Code worked. Pulled open the safe. There was a photo in there of Rachel and I when we first moved to town. In it, we were smiling outside the front of the house, which looked like a real mess. Looked happy, though. Odd, I couldn't remember who took that photo. And the safe was also an envelope. The front of it read, "Do not open until I tell you." Guess this was a good time as any to see what was inside. Did I open the envelope and read what was inside? Of course you did. Tore it open, yada yada, what's inside? It was a letter written in a hand. And this whole event has probably been pretty difficult. You can't imagine how hard it's been for me too. Well, maybe you can. That isn't meant to be an excuse. But, well, Hope you can understand why I've done what I've done. Moving to this town seemed like such a dream, a quiet place to get established, to live out our lives, and to be together, but you know as well as I do that things quickly changed. Your drinking was one thing, but as you grew more distant, as you retreated into that world of yours, well, it was clear you didn't need me as much. In fact, maybe you never needed me at all, but it took all this to make you realize. In the end, though, you may never forgive me for this, you may never forgive yourself, but this is probably for the best. You'll be healthier for this. I'm just so sorry it had to happen this way. Rachel. Uh-oh. So am I actually behind all this mystery? Am I actually behind all these murders? It's starting to sound like Rachel took her life, but because of me. What's in here? Oh, this is the TV room. Can I go outside yet? Is that a thing I can do? Seemed like I'd seen all there was. Maybe I thought I was ready to go back in the basement. Oh no, maybe there wouldn't be anything for me to find, but I had to take a last look. So I know I had a drinking problem. What other problems did I have? If I was guilty, I could take this to a warm, safe place and do something about it. Did I pick up the knife? Yes. Took the knife and kept it firmly in my hand. Needed to put an end to the situation one way or another. Oh, it just says the same thing. I want to end it. I could do it. I could do it with that guy. Did I pick it up? Yeah, yes. It's like carrying an anvil, but I wouldn't let go. Not again. So I have the knife and gun yet again. Or is this all Norman and he's trying to make me feel like it's actually my fault? That was it with Rachel gone. I couldn't stand to be in that house a moment longer, but I had the gun again and that knife. That's what I just said. This wasn't the only way to end this, I knew, but did I leave and say goodbye to that nightmare forever? Yes. Have to leave. There's nothing else for you there. Living in this town hadn't been easy. The plant had helped in some way. Yeah, I need more sleep, I think. It's been like, what, 2 videos now I've been doing this? I definitely need more sleep. Who cares? I don't care. You shouldn't care, I don't care. I'll get sleep later. The plant had helped me in some way to stay grounded. Kept me in line, gave me something to do, and helped me get away from my past. When the factory closed, everything changed. Because it was when I had started sleepwalking, disappearing for hours at a time. I had MRIs and piles of doctor's reports, but nothing seemed to help, not even drinking. But I swear I tried to give it up, I know it. The sleepwalking never really went away, though. But I know Rachel had tried. I know she had tried to be there for me, even when everything was falling apart. This night had unearthed terrible truths, but I knew it was a final act of a long-standing horror I'd been living. Waking up in that house tonight was the final cruelty. I wish I had remained unconscious in that room forever. It was obvious to me that the man I had found in that house had something to do with all of this. Could he have killed Rachel? It started to seem that there were too many things I'd seen to think otherwise. After making it out of those tunnels, I thought these sewers might feel safer. I was wrong. The security tape I had watched showed... Oh, wait! No, I don't think Rachel took her life, because she tried to run away with someone else. Because that's what he was trying to figure out earlier, is who she was running away with. If it was Norman, or if it was that guy. Okay. So I know what the letter was referring to now. The security tape I had watched showed someone being attacked by what looked like 2 people. But who was it that was attacked? Deep within those woods, though, was where things became truly awful. Finding that notebook only made things worse. Rachel's name had been on that list, so what terrible plot was here? There was a similar list of names on that desk back in those tunnels. What was the connection? It was clear, at least, that Norman had been going back to the old plant. Maybe he was the one who had boarded up that locker room, who had been drinking up there in that secret hiding place. So had he killed that guard then? He must have. Maybe he was found out, or the guard had caught him on patrol. Why? After the factory, I might find some solace. But all I had found were more horrors and questions. Now that I really consider it, it's what I should have seen it coming. Knew you weren't a perfect man. didn't deserve this. Maybe whoever had done you... Wait, maybe whoever had done you in was responsible for the other murders. Okay. At the very least, I was convinced you and Rachel were killed by the same person. I sincerely hoped you would find some peace, my friend. I knew I never would. When I had marched through the rain towards home, I desperately clung to the hope that this would end. And I guess in a way it did. But how could I have known how hopeless it was? I'd started to feel I was disoriented as when I sleepwalked. To think of it now. I guess I should have known from the terrible silence that greeted me when I first stepped into our house. There was no sound of television, radio, even the air was still. But seeing Rachel there, lying ruined and discarded in the basement, that was a horror I could never have imagined. I didn't know if I'd ever find the answers I craved, but I knew that somehow that other man I had found was responsible for this. If not directly, he must have had a hand in Rachel's death. So what was I doing in that house? Did I kill him? Wait. Yeah, so I feel like no matter what, I'm guilty for something, whether it's for Rachel, or for the old man, or maybe even for Norman. But I feel like I'm guilty somehow. Knowing that man was dead, though, was cold comfort. As I swung open the door and stepped out into the air, I caught the scent of wet grass and fog. Rachel, my beautiful wife. Just the thought of her again, cold and inert, shook me from head to toe. What would I do now? Who could I turn to? It would only be a matter of time before the police got involved, before the neighbors knew. The front lawn was soft and giving beneath my feet, and I couldn't shake the urge that I shouldn't stand there, but rather that I should run. Oh. That was the end. Wow, that was not the ending I was expecting. I mean, I started to kind of feel there like it was drawing near, but that's interesting. What an interesting ending. So, he knows that he's guilty of something. Home is dedicated to my wife, Nancy. Watch your back. Oh, no. The end. Yeah, that was a really good game. I really enjoyed it. That was really awesome. It's an interesting ending, though. Because he knows that he's guilty of something. But of what, he doesn't, and we don't know. Because the timeline is a mess. And I'm pretty sure that there's possible different endings because of how many choices there are in the game. So maybe I'll go back through again, if you guys would like. Because I would kind of like to. Maybe I'll go back through again and try different options, try different paths, and see if I can get a different outcome. Because right now, he's just running away. Running off into the wind. Also, I want to apologize. I just got over a minor sickness, and I'm like in the final stages right now of recuperating. So my voice is kind of cracking because I had a sore throat. My voice was gone for a little bit. So the commentary might be break it up a little bit. That's just because I'm destined to get sick in the most inconvenient time. So I want to apologize for that. But I hope all of you enjoyed this Let's Play. I hope all of you enjoyed this game. If you haven't already, you should definitely check it out. It's very cheap. It's on the PlayStation Store. I'm sure it's on all other gaming stores. It's a great game, and you should try it for yourself and see if maybe you get a different ending, if you unlock more of the story or uncover more secrets. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And what games would you guys like to watch me play? Let me know in a comment down below. And I will see all of you in the next video. Bye.